MC radio rental with more improvised freestyle rap using random words to decide what to rhyme. I want to try and get a good flow while still landing rhymes. You know, we're making the journey while the earth is slowly turning, while the sun above is burning. You know it's like the sea and it's churning, and to keep supplies we gotta bring provisions, otherwise we can't achieve the vision. You know it's like the sea cause it glistens, and you know we will achieve our mission. But somebody's sick, it's looming, we gotta cut it out like a tumor. You know we gotta bring them together like fusion. Everything we bring, we've got to use it, otherwise we'll lose it. Don't disabuse you of your views, it's like the movement, it's motion, because you know everybody is chosen. You know we gotta put it on like a lotion, and I decide what I see, my perception. You know it's democratic election. You know I'm spitting this, it's mad invective. You know that everything is sending, but you know it's a problem, a dilemma. Name is Emma, so you know that we've got to send it, otherwise this journey is never ending. And that's why I bought these things as an investment. You know we're gonna work hard and then we're resting, and you know that we're gonna arrive, otherwise we're gonna run out of time. You know it's masculine or it's feminine. You know it's beginning and then it is ending. And you know that we are never resting. And you know that before we arrive we are sending. And maybe we're smart or maybe we are all fools. What rhymes with fools? It's like Christmas, it's like the time of Yule. Everything is made of metal, it's iron. And you know that the rap went slow firing. Everything that we got, we were buying. And you know we start slow, now we're flying. And you know that the queen we might call a monarch. You know the rap is not slow, it's so hard. And you know that any scenario is how we flow when we like to go. So I might go across the road and find some toad and sit it down upon the loam, and I might grow like I was a seed, like an oak, and I might leave an acorn I like to grow. So what do you know, we got the pounds and the gallons. You know that we're trying to rap TV Fallon, and you know it's merry by the gallon. But we spare no punch, we eat lunch, and you know that we take it to the dump after we're done with the steak from the rump. And you know that we keep it smooth with no lumps. We got so much food, we got some to spare. We can put it on the bag or in my hair. It's a pretty strange way to place it in the lair, but otherwise I'm just trying to be fair. And we're gonna eat the food we like to eat, chicken. Just fit in everything you need, so you eat protein so that we can survive across the slow sea. We're gonna choose them and elect them. You know it's invective, but it's gonna be okay cause it's constant. When I'm dropping the knowledge, we're gonna get the treasure and we get the jewels. And you know it's like fools because that's what we came from before. So we're gonna get together and knock on the door. And this is no legend, it's true, not a myth. Get it in, everything we need so that we can stir it and burn it. Yeah, okay, we can do better. Let's keep trying. Let's keep going. Yeah. We're causing havoc, see? Not just here, but across the galaxy. Do it automatically until we are famished, see? We're gonna eat it all, from the leaves to the corn, like I was beginning when I was born, like I was a sheep and I was shorn across the lawn, like I'm mowing it and I'm not stopping at all. You know we're never gonna go backwards, only forwards. You know we're never gonna slow, never boring. You know we're never violent, I know we're never goring. And you know that it's like the rain pouring. We can survive it, you know we cope, you know we go fast, and you know we never slow. And you know, like an oak. We start when we grow, but you know it's like the ocean. We rise and we flow, and if we fall from above, we might be leaking. You might not believe it, but see it, that is the truth. I might be reaching, but how else are we gonna take it? From the cement up to the sky, we got to rise like Icarus. We're gonna rise, fall, then in the shit. The point, you might be missing it, but when the sun rises, you know it's glistening, and you know that it's high, triangular like pyramids. Like we were in the shit, but we get a bit of it, and then we break it. We're gonna rearrange it, and then remake it. And this is not fake, this is my reality. Everything is where it's meant to be, in Gethsemane or in Yosemite. Wherever you be, you gotta see to believe it, and we all agree, and that's what we call consensus. Everything I'm spitting, you know that I meant it. Everything that I sent, you know I sent it. And when I break it, I tear it, I rend it. And you know we're never going down, only up. You know after breakfast is lunch. And you know that it might be a rush, because everybody's busy, and I don't mean it much. And I'm gonna be pretty sad when the morning a new shape is forming, but it's gonna be okay. Lawning is where you might bowl, it's forming. But look, you know I like to eat all of the grains. You know that I find I like flame, and you know that it's improvised all off the brain. And you know that I might inspire some pain, because it's all strange the way everything's famed. And you know that I might point the blame, otherwise we might have to find some new stains. Otherwise we have to clean it until it's gleaming in any season. You know I have reasons, otherwise I wouldn't be bleating like a sheep. And I might be shorn, otherwise we are taking sides. And I'm inspired, so I will rise upon the night that I was first enlightened. Like the bell is chiming. And when I'm getting cold, you know I get a jacket, and I'm not shivering because I don't lack it. If you can't get through it, can't hack it, then we might get noisy, start a racket. And you know that this story is all oral, because it's coming across like I was a quarrel, like I was pulling an arrow and I was firing, and it was going so high into the sky. And I might suspect that you are not elected, and I might have to wrap up this invective. And if you don't agree, then I might just reject it. I'd say, heck kid, you got too much pepper and salt, and you're walking around like you don't care at all. And I might have to open up a stall so that I can sell all of the inventory I hold. Otherwise the bananas, I might charm you, I might potassium to harm you up in the larder. Or would you rather? Alright, reset. Try again. Make a pledge. Find the edge. You know that I was born in a basket, and after I die I'll be buried in a casket. Everything from before I outlasted, and if I have to hide it I might have to mask it. And you know that it's smooth, it's like velvet. And you know that I'm kinda elvish, and I don't mind if you think that I'm out of my mind, because you know we get it out there, get a publisher. And you know that we're under her. She's the sky and she's so high, and with starlight I find my highly light. And you know that I don't meant it, it's negligent. If I don't say what I'm sending, it's mental. So I'm gonna find the fentanyl to put inside my own sand. Look, I got no hair because I'm so bald. My head shiny like gold. And you know that it rises at all because I find the fall. Otherwise I bawl because I'd be sad. Just sand between my hands, man. No time for that. It's like an hourglass because the power was hard. How else can we found the gods? Because we're like hunters, munters, like a runt, because we're the smallest of the whole bunch. But we've got some friends and we've got some allies, and their eyes are gonna find any kind of light in the sky, whether it is day or night. And we can go so high because we got wings. We throw it up high cause we fling, and you know that the sound come from the skies like singing till our ears are ringing. and the earth is a rock, and you know that what we once had is now lost. On top like the boss, and if your hands are cold, get a glove, and if you're feeling lonely, you gotta find some love. I find my peak, it's the pinnacle, and I believe I am into all the miracles that we're sending here. We're never ending here, because my sensitivities in Gethsemane or Yosemite, we gotta go, we gotta find the flow, we gotta swim the moat. It's like we wrote, you know that everything it shows. If we stole at them, we might be robbers. If we throw at them, we might be lobbers. If it's grain, it might be in the porridge, and if it was written, then it is some knowledge. But that's the irony. Everything that might have been on fire like a firing scene. 'Cause I write the scene like a playwright, like it was a screenwriting that I'd be writing. And if I was Braille, I'd be blind. And if it was a snail, I'd be behind, 'cause I'd be too slow. You can't stop the clock. A stone will grow moss. If it's not moving, we might be losing. It's a kind of choosing. If you don't act, that is a decision. It just ends the mission. It's like when you shine, it's like with the mirrors. When you break them into slivers and smithereens, it's exploding. It's broken, no flowing. Like you were chosen. Alright, let's try again. Alright. Alright. Random words, freestyle rap. I'm like an engine, 'cause I'm firing. Are we together, are we an item? I just wanna teach and lighten. Everything that I'm spitting, I'm not writing. I'm trying to find the height, like I was rising up into the sky, like I was Icarus, and I was so damn into this. You know that I'm like the pot simmering, because we're gonna find the temperature of the heat that we need to make the grease. And you know that everything that we say, it's quotations. It's so ancient, because it comes from those ages that are in the past, and we might regale the tales of them. I make an announcement so loud as though I was shouting, and it's gonna be rousing. Blouse, and you know that we're gonna make an exemption. It's kinda crazy and it's mental, but you know that we send all that we need like teeth, 'cause it's dental. And we're gonna get together in the stadium, and all of the people, we're inflaming them. We're raising the grain like a farmer, put it on harvest for the larder. And I'm made of 4 simple organs, like the sheep when we shorn them on the lawn. It's like mowing it, and we're not flowing it, because if we get together, that's nationalism. 'Cause we gnash the schism, we bite the beginning, and then in the middle we're gonna raise the heat until we might simmer. And you know that we choose them for the appointment, and it might be wrong, it's all disjointed. You know that the rain will fall like it's moisture. It's a choice, but you know that we've got to find a new kind of purpose. We gotta decide if it is worth it. We talk quiet like it's murmurs. We cut it up like a surgeon, and you know that I don't want to cause disappointment or disjointment at this joint, because it might break into points. It's not numerical. We don't want to get all hysterical. But you know that we're not in space but time, and you know that we're like pork rind, and you know that the rhyme is so fine. I'm rapping out of my mind, and I am behind my own grime, so I gotta get cleaner. And you know that we run so fast we get leaner, and if you don't see it then you better believe it. And you know that I'm like the character Jack Reacher, and it's not just verbal, it's printed. It's new, it's just minted. It's like belly button lint, kid. And you know, we start, we never finish, and it's what we needed is the fiber. Like we were low but getting higher. And you know, the sun is like shining, and you know that that is where we might reside. And you know that take it off, strip it. You know that you start it and then you finish. Like a minister, in between evil, it's sinister. Up in the situation, engraved in stasis, and it's never changing. You know that we're not just one, we're a species. If you don't see it, then you won't believe it. How else will you find the meaning if you don't find the books and do a little reading? Sometimes things are not what they're seeming. They're not straight up, they're just leaning. We try to grasp and we're reaching. How else could we achieve it? And we're not just one, we are a host. We're not just a little, we're the most. Wherever it may float, like the fire it may roast. Alright, fuck it, let's try a fast one. Yo. This is just an experiment, it's not just damp, no, it is very wet. We're not early, we are late, otherwise we will feel the pain, and I might have a preference that we show a bit of deference. How else will we measure it? What a feather width is? We gotta take out the tape, otherwise we can't find the right frame. Then we gotta point fingers, blame, otherwise we might go insane out of our brains. And if we go too fast, we might have to crash it. We might cause some chaos and we might cause some havoc. You know I got it and you know I don't lack it. Cause you know I got passion, and if it's not max or minimum, it's equal. It's not either side, it's in between, and you know that we can see it in any season, and you know that it's okay, we don't feel grievance. We're like a crowd that waves, and you know it cuts precise, lathe, and you know that we're gonna rise like the flame. Go against the grain, and you know that everybody is a feminist. And you know we achieve the betterment of everybody in the human globe. Otherwise there's no way that we can flow. So we try to stand high and we try to be proud. And we try not to be quiet, we try to be loud. Everything that we lost will be found. Everything by the penny or the pound. And we're not just mild, we are real wild. And you know that we fire like smiles. And we're caught in a trap, but it's okay because we will not lack everything that we need. You know that we will achieve it. Everything we see, then you know we believe it. And it's essential, the dimension that the rap is from the mental. We shine like a star, and we got nice drinks like a bar. And you know that we will go far, as long as we reach for the star. Yeah, okay, that was nice. Oh, I like that one actually. Yeah, let's do this one. Classic one. How do we measure time without a reference to blinds? 'Cause if we can't see the light or the night, there's no way to determine the fight. So we gotta seize on every period. What rhymes with period? We're close, we're nearing it, so it's okay in the season, kid. And I like to eat so much broccoli. It keeps me bleak and it keeps me lean, 'cause I'm so green. When I eat leaves, I'm mean. So I gotta be kind of extreme, but if we gotta see it, then I might highlight it so that you can read everything that I write. And I'm like a pirate, 'cause I'm doing high crime in the sky. And myriad rhymes with period. That's a great point, Ray J. There's no way to escape the blame from this frame. It's like a stain, so we gotta rearrange it. And if we don't lose it, we might have to win. And if we don't frown, then we might have to grin. And if we don't do crime, then we might have to sin. And if it is rubbish, then we put it in the bin. And if we're not on the seed, then we're in the land. If I'm not on my feet, then I'm on my hands. And if we make it the same, it's an equation. And you know that it's fire and flaming, and if we gotta do some concentration, you know that we're gonna find my greatness. We don't wanna cause pain or harm, so don't cause any alarm, or we'll find the park and then we'll have to start all over. And you know that the strain is showing, but it's okay, and it's like we're glowing. It's not vain, it's not chosen, and if it's not evil, that might be neutral. It's beautiful, it's neutral and it's beautiful, so I'm choosing all of the hooves of all the horses, and I eat it like borscht on my porch. And you know that we're gonna go high, we launch like a rocket ship, because I'm foraging for knowledge atop the porridge. And you know we eat the sausage, and you know we're determined with discipline, cause I'm into it, and there's a cherry on top. But you know that I will never not stop, and you know I got the mane like I was a lion. Everything that I lost I am finding, and you know it's like the heat cause it's rising. And you know that my teeth are like my incisors, because they're gonna grind on all of the eyes. And you know you never find when I'm gonna shine. You know I'm like a star, because it is like light when I rise from the east and I set in the sea. Cause I like a scholar, cause I pick it up and then I'm gonna drop it. Scholar, what rhymes with scholar? I'm solar, cause I'm like the sun, and holeless bowl is folded. It's like origami, I said it and I told it, and I pull it from the teeth like the molars. Yeah, alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This one again. Alright. Alright. This one I think is... yeah, alright. You know, I see you, make contact. They say, hey, what was that? We don't even see eye to eye, so how can we ever find where we reside? You know, it's kinda crazy, it's stunning. We take off our clothes when we're sunning. You know, we try to make money, but maybe we should just try to taste the honey. Maybe we should be making jokes funny. What was he? It's okay, I wouldn't take the blame. I find the fire and I try to be inflamed, and I'm rapping on the rap like I was on the beat. If I'm not on my hands, then I might be on my feet. And you know that the rhymes like the tide, I am the sea. And you know that I'm here from Yosemite to Greece. And you know I find the beat, I derange it. And you know, like a train derailment. And it's like I was Hermione Granger, cause I'm a witch and I find the ancients. I go back in time with my time turner. It's like a fire and it burns like a furnace. And you know that we're gonna churn it like we with the sea. We're a student, we're learning. And if I'm not rapping too hard, you feel faint. And you know that it might be quite lame. If I don't stake my claim, I might lose it, and we put it together like fusion. And if I don't flow it, then I might disclose it. I have to tell you what is the lotion of the motion of the ocean. Close it like it was the door, and it's open. But I'm being dramatic, it's not manual, this shit is automatic. And you know that it's free, it's what you call gratis. And you know that I eat it like it was cabbage. And I might eat it like a haddock, or I might hit it like a farmer with a matic. I have it, don't lack it. Put it up, I rack it, and I might go to the sky, I take flight. You know that I've got the strength, got the might. And you know that I'm tall with height, and you know that I escape it every night. And you know that it's okay, cause it's favorable. I rake the whole yard until it's looking great, all apart. And then I'm gonna eat the shards, cause I eat the mirror. And my feet are shimmering, because I'm in the difference between you and me. What is the middle kid, the difference, the dividends, the simians? It's glistening, it's listening like the mistletoe, but look, you know we're together, we're a company. So we're gonna see what was to be and what was not, otherwise it's regretful. And you know that we're gonna check, look, but I got integrity. I am determined what it's meant to be. I'm sending thee wherever we might need to be, so that we can achieve all your dreams. And you know that we're a new federation, together for the greatness of everybody collectively. It's gonna be okay, because we could reach for whatever we need. We could achieve it with the leaves. We're gonna eat all the greens, because you know we need the vitamin C so that I can find the heat. Frightfully, it's kinda scary, but I can bear it. It's like a bear covered in hair from the lair, and you know that we're kinda scared, but I got the pears, I got the fruit, so you know I'll never lose. You know I make clothes on a loom, and you know I eat delicious mushrooms, and you know that I might go back to my room, and you know in the gloom I can still see, because I move lightly. I'm like a cat, like a feline, see, so I can retain the heat wherever I might be. Yeah, that was good. I quite like that beat. We've done this one too many times, let's do a different one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Alright, this one's fun. Let's go. Thanks, Ray J. Let's go. Freestyle rap off the dome. You know I got a question, I need an answer. If you're holding it, then unhand it. And you know that it's like an anthem, because it's a song and I banter like I was a bantha fodder. And you know that I'm never stopping. It's like I was toppling a tower and it's falling, cause my power is full of might, and I got the perception everything I'm starting, you know I'm gonna end it. It's like the energy from Gethsemane to Yosemite. Every century it is sending heat to a cemetery. Call it entropy, it's what it's meant to be, so I will define it. I will take it apart, divide it, and we're gonna turn up the heat, the temperature, where you know meant to her. What did you mean to her? You know we're gonna find it. Emperor is what we call the king at the top of the tower. Rises like a flower, and you know you make the cake with flour, and you might blow it up with gunpowder. And if I got a few, you know we got a ring, and if we got a song, you know we gotta sing. And I wear it like bling, and you know that it's gonna be okay when I throw it away into Mount Doom. How else can we dispel this bad gloom? We gotta kill Sauron for the moves, gonna make Gondor cute. And if we got the knowledge and it's in the porridge, you might say that this rap is incongruous. It's toppling like a mountain of, you know you're not stopping me. But call me Janet, because I come from a different planet. And you know that I will grant it everything you need. It's green like a cabbage. It's like I was famished. So I'm like salmon, I'm a savage, and I'm unhanding everything I need. I am rancid. And I'm like, fuck, we're trying to fast like a canvas. It's like the paint, I got answers. It's like a seed, I'm gonna plant it. And if it's seeming like I'm struggling, I'll manage. That's the challenge, it's rancid. I'll grant it, but you know it's okay when we're living in the city. You know that it's like a fire and it's really lit. You know it's gonna smell like it's itty bitty when I'm singing this strange little ditty. And you know that it's real when I'm in this state. We're gonna find the way, we'll find the place where we're meant to be, like Gethsemane. Cause we're sending heat, whether it's energy or just matter. Put it together like a cake from batter. I'm mad like a hatter, and when my feet go pitter patter, it's like the rain on the roof. And you know that it's like we're pulling a tooth. You know that we're trying to find rhythm in the groove. You know that I will find the difference, choose. That's my responsibility, I got to find what it's meant to be. Cause I'm sending heat. Look, you know we gotta shatter as though it doesn't matter. You know that I keep my pee in my bladder. You know that I'm mad like a hatter, and I might pitter patter, causing havoc. Alright, that was quite bad. We're going too fast, but like it's so fun to go fast. I just want to go fast with like more reliable rhymes. I find where the cabbage is. That's my math, that's my analysis. And I might say no if you tell me I've got to eat a stone. 'Cause I am living in the loam, where else would I put my little toes? And you know, with the hoe I can do the farm, 'cause I've got 2 arms. And you know it's pretty important to use your devices when you got the cord in. Otherwise it's getting morbid if you die, and you might not form it, because we gotta escape, evacuate. There's no other way to behave, otherwise we will be in the flame, and we might have to escape. Otherwise we'll end the day, because you know that I dress to impress. And you know that I might have to confess that I never rest, because I'm ever ready. You know I'm sending heat like it's energy, it's what it's meant to be, very scarily. On the chair, you see, what is a bear doing in a chair? Why is there bowls of porridge in its lair? And I've got to make the cents and the dollars, and we're gonna stir it up like porridge. And if we die, we'll go to heaven. That's why I'm sending all of the heat upwise, see? It's like heat rising up to the grease. Why is Greece up in the sky? I never knew that inflation would rise so high. I didn't authorize it. Not at this time, not in this climate. But you know that we're firing, and you know that my teeth, some of them incisors. Otherwise we might not be admiring everything we see when we're on Einstein. Like Einstein's mind, I might find where I reside. But if we have to find a little bit autonomy, you know that I might have to be dropping heat. 'Cause you know there is no stopping me, like I'm a train on the tracks. A lot of me, because I was cloned like Ptolemy. I am borrowing everything I need so I can succeed it. It's like a ramen with the seasoning, and if I'm gonna spend too much I might splurge. If I am driving too fast I might swerve. I might be on the moon or on the earth. Either way there is a lot of girth with the dirt. From the birth until the death when you put in the earth. That's what happens after you die, right? You might have to find a new place for your eyes when the worms are inside, swimming in your brain. No way to escape, they're eating this place. You might have to transcend another plane, or otherwise you'll exist in the flame. There's no other way, you're in between it. So in any season, whether it is summer or spring, you might leave the earth for some other kind of grievance. That was okay. Let's try again. Alright. Random words, let's go. Random words, let's go. Yo. DNA's genetic. Or maybe it's mimetic, it's information that we're regaling biologically. We're dropping heat, monotony like Ptolemy. You know we're gonna be greater, you know that we're growing, and you know that we're changing. Evolution, disabusing the old ways, find a new solution. Otherwise you're lame, formulate it, form the hatred for the famous. For the pain that's engraved, that's instained, it's great. Or is it really? Is it what it seems? Or have we gotta be sleek, and we gotta be fleek, and we gotta be meek? Otherwise we get eaten. Am I being real, or maybe I am reaching? Maybe I'm from Greece and I'm Grecian. Maybe I am leaving and everything's not as it seems. So the golden fleece slowing me, so I gotta reach and take it with the cheese, with the grater. It's like the NBA players from the Lakers. You know I don't blame you, I don't wanna shame you, I just want the greatness, and that is real important. Like a sculptor with the clay when we form it. And you know it's like the paper when we tore it. You know I got the underwear like Mormons, and on any occasion from Europe or Asia, you know it's like ice or flame, it's no greater, it's like reduction through ablation. Automation will make the manual to automatic, it's payment. It's what we need to seize. It's what we need to grow from the dirt, the turning turmoil of the earth. It's what we gotta search for and burn for, 'cause that's instructions that we need when we're constructive. It's like the delicious sandwiches we lunch on. It's like the fight that you might call a punch on. It's like the Notre Dame hunch that I got on the bells when I'm singing in hell. I'm singing it well. I'm swimming through shells like I was a mermaid. There's no way to escape, 'cause I don't got a voice if I leave the sea. There's no way. I talk to fishes, I shine and glisten. I'm on a mission, I write the missives. I'm like a dishes, 'cause I'm getting washed, 'cause I'm down in the ocean floating. I got a lot because the motion I'm chosen. I'm like a Ariel because I'm scary. What Ariel? From there to hell, I wear it well, 'cause I got scales and I shine like Braille, 'cause I can reach and find the seaweed in time. I smoke the weed in the sea, putting steam like the heat, thermally energy, sending heat here for grace. That was a fun rhythm. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. Fast one. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright. Yeah. We keep it hard, keep it firm. We're like the sea when we rise and we churn, and we're like a Dalmatian with the spots. And it doesn't cost a little, it might cost a lot. And if it's too humid, it might be muggy. And we eat it up, Hummer. And you know that it's like summer because it's so hot. And you know that we're thundering like Thor. We're no bore. Everything that I hate I might abhor. And you know I might hold the door, because otherwise we can't stop the hordes. And that's the secret to my secretions, that I'm not good, I'm actually evil. I might be appealing like a banana, and I am seeming like I am trying to make a hit. Anything I wear, I make it fit. And you know that we're like the shit, and I have to break it like it was a dish. And we have to break it because the meal is delicious. And I'm in the sea and I'm swimming, and you know that everything I start I'm finishing. From here like I was a simian. That was kinda terrible, but I'm at the terminal. You know that I find it, search for all. Everything I need, control F, otherwise there's no way left. If I'm too cold, I might get a jacket. I might cause some chaos and I might cause some havoc. And you know I eat it up like the cabbage, because I'm so hungry, yeah, I'm real famished. And we might go slow like a glacier, but you know that I'm like a frozen lake, 'cause I got so much water all in order. It's like chemical storage, 'cause it changes the chemical structure. And you know that we roar like thunder. And you know that we come up under and over, ever flow. And it's like an echo, 'cause you heard it before. I say it again, and it comes back all up in your face. Everything that you say, it reverberates through the whole cave. Yeah, that was good. That was good at the end, at least. Alright. Faster up. Yeah. It's a strange function. Everything that we're living under, everything, it's like Thor with the thunder. It's like God was munting, and if we gotta plug it in, it might be a module. Everything that was cool before, it was cool, because things change, get deranged, get rearranged like the chairs on the Titanic. And it's automatic and it's not manual. I don't care at all about your stall. We're gonna have to change it and break down the door. And you know that you might be appalled, but a new form is what we need to restore. Whether we was the rich or the poor, whether we with the hip or the gore, or the there or the what was before. We're going too fast, but we find a therapist, otherwise we get played like a theremin. I've been there before. I'm at the door, and if we're at the end, we find the appendix, and we're gonna tear it and we're gonna rend it. We'll take the pages out of the book, because it's so bad it does not deserve a look. I am angry, I am shook. I might try to find a new book, because otherwise I can't find the We gotta slow it down a bit. So we're gonna form a new committee. It won't be big, it'll be itty bitty. Because when I am singing this ditty, I try to make it good, try not to be shitty. If we gotta move, we might get a wriggle. We might not be at the start or the middle. We might have to play like a fiddle. And it's pretty strange, like a riddle. How do you figure it out? It's too loud. If I'm not speaking, I might shout. We might be aroused, like we were dancing with the whole crowd. And you know that if we got no parents, adoption. If we got a new kind of option, form it like a sausage or porridge or a door hinge or a lozenge. But if we are a water, we might be a stream. Everything is not quite as it seems. You got to see it before you believe. Cause like we might be crazy Charlie Sheen. And if we're real happy, then we might say thanks. And if we're in Breaking Bad, we are Hank. You know that the hair is thin, it's real lank. And you know that we're a Pokemon like Mank. Pass a hanky, cause I might sneeze if I see this state of the dust in the air, and we might have to fuss over your hair. Okay. That was okay. Let's keep going. 5 more random words. New beat. Let's go. Alright. Alright, we can take a breath. Slower beat. Let's see what we can do. Random words. Freestyle rap. Let's go. Alright. This takes a while to actually start. Alright. Alright. I got a pet, got a dog. That's why I'm singing this song. You know I found him in the trees in a log. And you know that he was eating frogs. And I was like, is that really good for a dog to eat amphibians? Will you last long? I think he was making some bad mistakes. So that's why I decided to take him. I took him to the kennel and we might eat some fennel, or we might have to shuffle like the kettle, because it was boiling with trouble and toil. I was making my tea and so I might have to soil with the dirt. I am full of mirth, and you know that with the fire we get burnt. And you know that I'm laughing cause I got the mirth, and you know that I find it cause I'm on the search. And I like my metamorphosis like a butterfly. If you're trying to find him, then I'm the guy. If you got to write it, I will write. And if you like a bell, I might chime. I do shine with the light from 1,000 pines, like I was a tree. And we're going too fast and we're going too fleet, so I'm gonna slow it down and I'll find my feet. I walk on the gravel, and I'm a judge, so I've got a gavel. And you know it's a toy like it's metal, or maybe it's Mattel, I can't tell. The chattel or the cattle that we eat, it's delicious with the meat. And you know that I won't break the rules, I won't cheat. And you know that when we get together we'll meet. And you know that if I was a sheep I might bleat. And you know that if I was Greek I'd be in Greece. You know that I'm the best cause I'm so elite. And you know that we rise with the heat in the ride that we eat with the cheese. It's like the feta and it's like the cheddar, and you know it's like the taste of your debris. What it means to me is just dairy. That's what I like to eat. Look, I'm out of touch. I eat my breakfast after my lunch. I got a bunch of bananas and I munch on them cause I got potassium, so I got much nutrients that I move through like Metamucil. I'm choosing to reduce you like I was choose you lucid. I'm lucid when I'm dreaming cause my personality is not what it seems. Everything that you believe you haven't seen. How else can we find the sleet? Like the rain and the hail comes down, so I won't believe it, I'll seize it. Like I was Grecian, like I was a sheep, I won't bleat. Everything I find is for keeps, so I will elaborate how I found the hay on this pound of day. It's a resounding when I say it, I slay it, so I'll be greater. And I might send it like it was a missile. How high was it? It was about this high. And I ride it like I was Simon, and what Simon says, look, I'm going too fast, so I have to be suburbs. What it was worth. In a hearse, I don't rehearse it. I'm like a fire, I just burn it. And I'm precise cause I'm like a surgeon. I'm flying like a bird, like a sturgeon. And you know it hurts but I'm that kind of person, and I don't wanna stand up here and just brag. I don't wanna act like it falls into my hands. I don't wanna act like I'm not wearing pants, and I don't wanna act like I'm just by chance, because it's deterministic, and you know the fire I'm burning with it. That's why I'm feeling the missive, and it's ridiculous what I am listening to, but I'm feeling it and I choose. It's not feeling the muse, and I'm just trying to amuse. It's like a trick, like a ruse, but I find the groove so I can choose. I bring it together like fusion, and everything I got, I never lose it like Metamucil. I write it down in a journal. I hurtle like I was falling, like moaning myrtle. Ground's fertile. Yeah, okay, let's do a different beat. Alright. I quite like this beat by Moodless. Alright. I got my equipment, so I find the missives that I write. I eat it like chicken. None of those rhymed. It's okay, missus. 'Cause we make a contract. We establish the facts. Tortured on the rack like a meteor impact, and we get it gratis, and we know we go green from the farmer, and you know he put it in his larder, and you know that we're like a cowboy partner, and we're gregarious, we're like a bear. It's hairy and scarier than everything you've seen before. Hilarious. I'm so nefarious because I'm evil. I'm bringing down the steeple. You know that we're gonna heave all into the sea like the tea out in Boston, and you know that we're gonna lost it. Loch Ness, like the monster living in the stoppage. The stoppage. That's the lake, right? I might not make mistakes in time, but I might find with lemons and lime. I got the makeup, so we're gonna do a shake up like a milkshake. There's no way to behave, so we're gonna break it, rearrange it, and remake it. That's my kind of flavor. I wanna savor it like the peanut, like talking these nuts, and we're gonna seize it like the season that we dream of, spring or rain or autumn. See, look, I cause alarm because I'm making fire on the farm, and I've got it all, hold it in my palms, and you know that I eat the breakfast Lucky Charms, and you know I got shards cause I shattered the mirror, and I'm fatter the hero, and I'm like King Lear because you know I fear everything that I hear, and I try to light a fire like I was rising, like I was grinding my incisors. I'm like a pirate on the high seas, and I don't take it lightly. I'd like to seize everything that I need. That's what piracy is, see. I'm stealing all the resources that I see, and you know that it's not as it appears. That's why I cut shears, and you know, like Jermaine Greer, there's no fear, no leering that I see in this sheer. It's ridiculous. This shit is, look, it's incredible. I'm better than the sediment and the sedative that I'm sending to the... I'm resenting it, I'm appending it, I'm adding it to the end, and I'm lending it, not selling it, so I expect to get it back. So, you know, there will be an impact if I don't get it what I need in the tract. This election, it's evident, I meant it. Don't cause no resentment, and I get it back cause I lent it, and I hold it all in the cup. I might say fuck if I get stuck. I might be covered in muck, and I might have to snuck like the sneak in past tense. It's like my hair with split ends, and I'm offending my own sentences. Look, it's like the physics when I spit these ridiculous missives. I might not like it, I resist it. but I'm insisting. I'm just trying to get better with practice, 'cause I know with the skills I kinda lack it. But we're gonna climb like the plant on a lattice. That's how we grind, like we eat cabbage. You know we're gonna grow it with the nice crops. Not just a little, but a lot. And you know rolling stone will gather no moss. And a possibility of what you mean to me. Let's do this one. We haven't done this one in a while. Monkey. I'm a monkey. Alright. This one's fast and hard. Let's do it. Therapist and theremin. That was a fun rhyme before. Oh. It's systematic. It's automatic. It's causing havoc. And I don't like it when I got sufficient cabbage. And we break it, we cut the foundations. We take them and then we just erase them. And it's like gravity is gonna bring it all down like Hannibal. Who is Hannibal? Well, it's a little bit like Sean Hannity. It's like a manatee living at the cabbage scene in Aberdeen. It's kind of ambiguous what kind of situation we're in. It's ridiculous. I'll ablate them and I will fit in. And I might have to use force choke like I was Palpatine killing a Snoke. But it's all indirect. It's not written down. It's in my head. I'm into it. I'm in the bed. It's like a hair that sheds, like I was a pet on your carpet. And you know that I might have to farm it, and I've got not an ounce of credibility. I don't know what I meant to be in Gethsemane or Yosemite. It's what's meant to be every century. I'm sending heat like entropy, the death of heat. Offending me, eventually we'll be buried, but it's okay, 'cause until then we're scary. And it's not just now, it's continuous. And I fall into by the minute or the hour. I got the power, I'm hungry, I'll devour. And if the water goes down into the sink, I'll wear mink, because you know I like to keep it pink. And you know that I might not shout but sing. And if we're stuck in the prison, we're a prisoner. Or maybe ministers, whatever kind of system we're in, we might shimmer if we resist it. And if we take the drugs, we might take the pills. If we sell it, we're a shill. And you know that we put it on the sill if we want to display it to the children. Or the president. Yeah, I'm sending it. It's meant to it. What else rhymes with president? But you know that miracle rhymes with lyrical rhymes with spiritual, like an individual, like swimming pool. That's where we are sending it. And if I say give it here, don't mention it. We're all off the slant. You know we're all broken like a plant. And you know that I can't stand, and that's why I might have to put on pants. And you know that we're falling over unstable. It's like a three-legged table. It's like a fable that we're telling about a stable. Did you know that there are horses? They can't speak, they just use Morse. And it's a pretty strange code. When you're on the loam, you haven't got no toes, because you're a horse and you only got hooves. Everything you thought you had, you might lose. You can't even make decisions, can't choose. And you know you got the rhythm, the groove. Alright. Thank you, Death by Sea Toast. Havoc systematically when he doesn't have the cabbage, you don't like it. And I might have to foster hostages of what we have. We're lopping them like heads in the French Revolution. I'm choosing to disabuse you of your views, so I might never lose them. I'm ruthless and I'm pulling a tooth like a dentist, like a mental dentist, coming in every sentence I'm sending. It's kind of inventive, 'cause I'm making new rhymes. I'm panting up with energy inside from my mind. Spit it out my eyes at 1,000 degrees inside. I rhyme like I'm a fire, and I might have to mine it like in the mines. I need the gold, feel the shoal like I'm in the sea, and I reach for Ptolemy. Was a philosopher, maybe, or maybe just a botherer like Socrates. He was not lasting long, he drank the poison. We're not even rhyming, we're flying. It's like a sugar glider gliding by the speed of my incisors. I'm reaching Mindful is what we try to be. Every time we breathe, we count to 3 so we can see in between transdimensionally. And if we're a hen, we might be a chicken. What am I picking between the options? I had 'em and I lost 'em. And if we're not sharp, then we might be dull, like a ship with a hull. Push or pull, any direction, I'm in the pool 'cause I'm swimming. And you like when I'm glistening, and you know I'm speaking and I'm listening. And we might fight the system, or we might just assist it. I might have to relax, I might have to sort fiction from the facts. And you know, if I send a message, send a fax. And I put up the racks, and you know I got hacks 'cause I'm such a cheater. And you know I believe it, that I'm reaching in any season. I'm like a leech when you're bleeding. It's awful, it's a murder. I'm like a scruffy nerf herder. And you know I got a perm, so you know that I've got all of the firm feelings. I'm reeling, I'm healing, 'cause earlier I was bleeding. But time heals all ills, so you know I don't feel the chill. And I rise onto the hill, and you know I swallow the pills because I've got gills. And I'm a mermaid, and I find the way to fly through the water, so there's no way to escape it, or break it, or change it. That's how we relate to the ages, 'cause everything is predetermined. There's been a murder, 'cause I can access it, because you know that I am a pellet. Like a pelican, I'm better than everybody that's in the ham. That doesn't make sense, or dollars or yen. But it's okay, you don't need the pence like your mic, and you might feel the pens that we're inside. Like we were just stock, like we were just cattle, like we're worth a lot of protein and nothing else, you know. So we got to feel the flow wherever we go. I'll never slow, and you know that it shows when I grow. And you know, like the sea with the foam, when we're flowing, you don't know where we're going. And if you hold on for a moment, you hold it, you can't slow it. Smell the roses, 'cause who knows when it might end, so you just seize the moment. That was nice. Oh, what's this? Haven't done this one before. Alright. Yeah, I'll go back to one of these. Oh. Alright. Let me give you some advice. If you get it wrong, get time to get it right. Whether you got weakness or you got might, whether you got space or only got time, just don't do the bloodshed, 'cause if there's violence, you know what's next. You might say heck, and you might be left, you might be more or less, but if you admire it, you might have to fire it. Like the heat, you know that it's rising. Like my teeth, you know they're in sizes. Employers are hiring, and that's why I'm a miner. I'm finding what shines down in the mines underground in good time, 'cause I got to find the ore. I got to haul it all so that I can find the force for the more. I got to feed it by any rhyme or reason. I can light the cement 'cause I'm a demon, so I'm gonna burn it. Everything that's churning, it's like a furnace in the earth that's permanent. When you go down there, you can't escape. You find a passage, but there is no way. It's like a warrior that might slay. It's like a horse that eats all of the hay. And we got to fly like a sugar glider, and we might be trying to rise. It's kind of a scary sight, so we gotta find our third eye. And you know we make calculations. We got to find love and not the hatred. We got to not break it, but create it. We got to make it manual from automation. Like the Holy Grail, it's like a chalice. It's like coming together in some kind of marriage. You know that I'm Scottish, so I'm eating the haggis. You know that it's free, so I'm getting it gratis. You know I'm just trying to get the excitement. I'm just trying to find the feelings and rise them. You know I'm stealing, cause I'm like a pirate. You know that I'm sharing my admirance for everyone before who found the right climate to spit out the rhymes in good time. And you gotta find the rhythm, otherwise you won't listen. Otherwise fight the system or you'll fail your mission. It's like the diameter is greater, like I was Demeter. Not really a rhyme, but she's a cool goddess. She was finding all the good porridge up in the forest, and Gnostic knowledge is what I'm dropping, so I won't stop it. Like I was hopping it on a pogo stick, and I was, look, I'm pretty handy. And I'm like Sandy, cause I'm a mammal at the bottom of the sea. Like in SpongeBob SquarePants, I got so much glee. And I might have to heave and hoe, because I need the flow. I gotta find the seeds and the leaves so I can eat all of the greens that I need, vitamin C. And if I gotta build all the infrastructure, I might have to find I'm in the structure. That wasn't a rhyme, but it's okay. In good time will improve the mind. Alright, this is the last one, guys. Yo. Establish the facts when we're famished. Won't lack it. I'm rancid. I'm magic. It's gratis, and I'm gonna change up the strange format. Otherwise we might have to force that. We might have to be a horse hand. Horses don't have hands. What is that? But it's just a little strange. It's ambiguous. Cause I'm in the shit, and I'm in the rich, and I'm in the list. And that's why Santa Claus gives me the gifts. And I got so many issues, I might have to blow my nose on some tissues. And I will attract any kind of good book or good tract. Cause I'm like a magnet for haggis. It's kinda rancid, but that's how I'm unhanding everything that I want to standards. That didn't make sense, but I got the quota, so it's okay in the end. And I gotta make sense of these sentences. I'm appending them to the appendages. I'm appending appendages to sentences. Don't mention it, I'm ending it. They're like lentils, kid. Not a myth or legend. Everything I take right and then I send it. Don't even mention the retention. Look, everything is meant to be, whether it is gas or got density. It's meant to be in Gethsemane, resenting heat like Yosemite. Every century, undertake it and arrange it like I was a witch, like I was Hermione Granger. Feeling pain, but it's okay, cause we're fine. We're trying to go way too fast, we've got to keep it simple. Like, we should do one rhyme per sentence. I cultivate it, I find the hatred, and I regale the tales of the ages, cause I am changing, metamorphosis, awful like nature. See, we just ignored our own advice, didn't we? Alright. Last bit, alright? Last verse, yo. I got the tactics, so I can find the haggis. And I gnash it and mash it, and I break it up like a cabbage. And I break my hamstring, and now I'm ambling. It's like magic, but I left it too long, now it's rancid. And I'm like a marine, cause I can see the sea. That's how I believe that I can sail like a dream. And you know that I achieve through the rain or sleet. And I'm like deranged, cause I've got the heat that I need to achieve it. Green like a leaf, and we make separation. We put it together and then we break it. Cause we're going through changes, and you know that I'm ranging the ranges. I'm elated, cause my brain is on hay. But it's gonna be okay. And it's gonna be okay. Need I remind you that I'm firing like a pyre? We're rising like we're higher. Telling the truth, we're not a liar. Okay, that was bad. Alright, this is the last one. I swear to God, this is the last one. Okay? This one. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether we're getting thinner or we're fatter. Cake from the batter. Like a batter, like we're playing baseball, like abhor the sport. I don't care at all where the ball goes, but I might find the flow in a moment. And you know, when I got it, then I'll show it. And if I lose it, I might have to abandon it. And you know, I'll abandon ship, cause I'm a captain and I'm unhanding. I'm doing handstands on the deck. It's lands like Armstrong. And you know that it won't go long. And I'm flinging it, I flung it. Eating a sausage, but if we got an illness, we might be sick. If we're in the south, then we might be a hick. If we did a flick, then we flick it. And if I'm writing it down, I'm on a mission. And if I'm a cartographer, I might draw it. And this is kind of appalling. And if it's the wrong shape, form it. And if I've got the underwear like a Mormon, and I've got two eyes, just one spine, I gotta eat the lemons and the lime. I gotta shine so I can stay fine. I gotta rhyme so I'm on the high. And you know that I've got so many constraints. And you know that I got a chest and a waist. And you know that I'm moving fast, I got haste. And you know that I'm a farmer, make the hay. You know I'm a sun, so I'm spitting the rays. You know that it's hazy, like I'm in a haze. And you know that it's not black or white, grey. And you know that I'm not lazy, no blaze. Look, I'm like a laser, cause you know the crime might pay. And you know I ablade it like I was a poet like Blake. And you know that it's crazy, I'm off the brain, I break the brain. I'm gonna go onto a new plane. And you know I'm gonna shame it like I was Seamus, living at the end of ages. And you know that I'm angry and I'm cross. You know that the Rolling Stone has no moss. You know that I'm on top like the boss. You know that dosh, that might be a word, but I plagiarize it because you feel the fire in the climate. And you know that I'm rising and up on my high. And you know that I got my incisors. And if I'm on the windowsill and I break it, I might feel some guilt. And I got a sword right to the hilt. And you know that I'm like a poet like Milt. Okay, that was okay. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Death by Sea Toast and Maddie and Ray J. That was fun. See you all next time. Cheers.